Good evening, folks. Red County, Blue Nation, West Cliff, Colorado, great states of America, and Stephen Rourke at the wheel here. Mike Boring on the console. Co-pilot's out of commission tonight. Got the yak attack. Got run over by a yak or something. And yeah, kind of banged up, so he's taking a little break this evening. But yeah, we're having another nice day today. The wind wasn't blowing too hard. Sun was out. Had a little rain last night. All good. Getting prepped for the caucus. We had a really good meeting last night. Hopefully got a bunch of stuff lined out, figured out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Everybody's they're paying attention more than they ever have or have recently because of their property tax hikes. So that definitely will wake you up. At the end of the day, the only cure for that is to reduce the spending. And this is something that we've talked about forever on this. I mean, I, of course, have lost track how many times, but it's the fundamental way that you think about money, right? Either you're fiduciarily responsible or you just feel like you can just keep spending because it's somebody else's money, right? And that's the problem with the government officials, the elected officials, the whole nine yards. They just keep spending us and spending us and spending us, and they have the power to raise the taxes, and that's what they're doing. We've talked about it quite a bit with the Justice Center. They're working on it again. I mean, it's futile because they won't. It's such a fascinating thing to me of why the people, Bill Kanda and Ann Barthrop primarily, and Bill Kanda both, right? I mean, why that you want something like that, and you know it takes people to vote, but yet you try to keep them at arm's distance and you won't let them see what you're doing. So it's like they know what they're doing is underhanded, but they have to have a vote. They have to have the people agree to do what they have to have the people's vote to get something done. And I mean, I'm sure they know that they need the vote because, I mean, I don't think they're that dumb, but they're dumb enough to not interact with the people. I mean, it's such a bad deal, folks. I mean, I have such a hard time comprehending how when you want something to work, I mean, that's the definition of insanity, right? Is doing the same thing but expecting different results, right? And that's what they're doing. They keep doing the same thing. They don't want to tell anybody what they're doing. They want to keep it secret. They act like it's the greatest thing, which it's not, because I mean, if it was, they could tell us that, right? And they can't tell us that at all because it's not. But yet they expect us to believe and vote for it. And it's just the wildest. It's the wildest thought process that I'm just bewildered that they can't seem to. I'm just bewildered that they can't get above this, or do they honestly think that at some day we're just going to be like a fly that keeps biting you on the neck, or a mosquito? It's just like one of these days we're just going to let you just bite us? I mean, instead of swatting it away, like, I'm tired, shoo fly. Do you think after we just keep doing that so many times that all of a sudden we're just going to be like, no, it's okay, this time you can bite me? Like, I don't know. It's the wildest thought process that I I don't know. I just can't. There's no logical thought process. There's no thought in my mind that leads me down the road somewhere where I can get on the same path as they're at. And I mean, I've tried, right? I mean, that's just, the only thing is of course, we've talked about it, they got to be getting paid, right? They got to be getting a payoff. And so they're working hard to get paid no matter the cost. No matter the cost to their own dignity, no matter the cost to the county, the taxpayer, the serenity of the whole valley, any of that, right? So, yeah, with all that being said, Pete Hegseth had a video up here a day or two ago, and maybe would shed a little light on it. And of course, we knew that that's the case, right? The problem with this, the whole State of the Union that we're in, is the educational system, right? We've all been taught this socialistic rhetoric, and it just doesn't work. But what Pete Hegseth was talking about, I mean, you know, it comes from the universities, and that's what he was talking about, was with the military leaders. Our most highest officials in our military are going to these schools, all these Ivy League schools, MIT, Brown, Cornell, all these, Yale, Harvard, all of them, and they've been taught socialism and anti-Americanism. And so you're supposed to be leading the biggest you're supposed to be leading the free world, but yet you're getting indoctrinated with socialism. And so we expect our country to be free in liberty and all of this stuff that we value as Americans. I mean, I just was doing quite a bit of research about what true freedom really is and where that line of like what nationalism and patriotism and where the colonial revolution and all of this stuff actually happened. But our military leaders are getting trained to say that America should submit to globalist socialistic ways. And that's what's happened with Bill Kanda. Bill Kanda is a full bird colonel from the Air Force. He's got a couple big time degrees, and I didn't really put it together. I mean, I knew what was going on, but I didn't just actually completely draw the circle together till Pete Hegseth was saying this. That's what's the matter with Bill. He's a socialist. He has this socialistic training from these big time universities. And so, yeah, I mean, he acts like he's a good red-blooded American, but what he really is a socialist, which is basically right next door to a communist. And dang it, folks. This is bad juju. And the bad part is I mean, so we have a transhumanism principle in the school right now? Like, I was talking with my dad, right? The way we grew up, we didn't ever talk about religion, right? We just didn't. And my sister, like, when me and my sister were little, we went to Sunday school with the neighbor lady. And, you know, she took us to Sunday school and everything was fine. I mean, it's all good and fine and dandy. Folks were working, right? We had cows. Cows have to be taken care of every day on Sunday, right? We don't have time to, when you got priorities and responsibilities, like churches every day, right? You're doing the Lord's work every day. You don't need to go to a synagogue and worship. And that's the way we lived. So after Sunday school, and we got old enough, I kind of drifted away from all of that. I never went to church, right? I went to work. My sister, she got to where she was pretty churchy, and my mom in her later years, she went to church, which is more than fine and dandy, right? I mean, that's the thing about who we are, and that's what goes back to, you call it nationalism, patriotism, freedom, constitutionalism, whatever. This individualism of people can do what they want to do to satisfy their own soul and make their own soul feel complete. That to me is what it's all about. That's freedom, right? To freedom to do what you feel you need to do to satisfy you and your keeper. And do what you need to do in this world to make things right. Anyhow, I'm kind of weaving a pretty big weave here, but the whole freedom now isn't free, right? And so that when I'm at lunch with Chuck and I'm telling him, I says, yeah, Chuck, my dad, of course, right? And I'm like, you know what, Pops? I said, we really never talked about it. We never really do. We never really will. But I'm like, I never wanted to categorize myself with any one certain thing, right? I mean, I was Rastaman, and Rastaman once, always Rastaman always, right? It's word, sound, power. It's a vibration of the universe. We are what we are. A, Asher, A, right? Whatever they say. Anyhow, I'm thinking to myself, it's like, well, I never did really consider myself a Christian. Like, I don't know, the word to me just kind of seemed funny. It wasn't that I wasn't one. It's not that I don't want to do unto others as I want others to do unto me or all of this stuff. But I'm telling him, I said, you know what, Pops? I said, what you and I are is, if you want to describe it, we're more of a Christian than we are of anything else, because we're damn sure not a Muslim, right? We value a woman. We value a woman's presence. We value the home. We value the family. Muslims don't value any of that. They treat women like animals, right? I mean, the whole what? And so, not to get too caught up in this, but when we were at breakfast the other morning, I said, I think if there was one thing that would kind of describe how we act or what we are in our heart, is Christianity. I mean, and regardless of who's the Savior and how all this works and how all that works, and I mean, I've done a lot of research and I have my own formulations of what it is, right? I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, and to think that one single thing is the Savior for all things is a little far-fetched to me. I'm not saying that one thing can't be the Savior for a whole bunch of things, but there still has to be the control to the center of the center, right? I mean, there's layers of all of this stuff. And I had that conversation with him, talking about how Christianity is kind of what nobody, that's what the fight of good versus evil is, right? Is this, they want to do away with the nuclear family, righteousness, kindness, love, respect. All of that goes out the door with these pedos, right? I mean, this is when you're eating little kids. I mean, Woody Allen, right? They got him red-handed. I mean, he's talking about bringing over the jerky, and I'm still appalled, folks, that there's human beings that are eating little children. I mean, it's just like Hansel and Gretel, or worse, right? I mean, it's real life Hansel and Gretel out there, and for our military leaders to be indoctrinated into this socialistic mindset, and that's the weirdest thing too, is like, not to pick on Bill too hard, but I know that Bill is a church-going man, and I respect all of that, right? I there's no disrespect of any kind in that realm, but what I'm saying is for someone like that to think that you're better than I am, just fundamentally, that's where you're at, because that's what you've been taught. You've been taught this socialistic mindset that you're better than I am. And it's the weirdest thing. It's like true socialism we would all be equal. True communism, we would all be equal. Well, we're not equal, right? We're just not. Some of us are stronger, some of us are smarter, some of us are faster. We're just not equal. That's all there is to it. I mean, we're all made of red blood and bone. We all breathe air. We all have to drink water. But we're not equal. And it's just so bewildering to me how you can be taught by an upper echelon university that America and what America stands for, the combination of nationalism and patriotism, I mean, I'm just blown away by this whole. I'm just blown away, right? I mean, how they honestly think that they can get us to vote for something that they keep secret. I mean, what? Do they just honestly think that someday we're just going to forget completely who we are? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know that this has all come out. I mean, I forget what the study or the name or whatever. I mean, it just came out. The CIA, right? They've been trying to poison us to make us forget all of this stuff, right? So that we forget where we've come from. We forget how we've been hurt. We forget how they took our kids. We forget all this stuff, and we just get so complacent that, I mean, that's why they say you'll own nothing and be happy. But that ain't working on me, right? It's not working in here. And I mean, I just was talking to a good friend of mine. His brother had come up, and we were visiting outside, and he was, talking about some of his kids and grandkids and how a couple of them have already drank the Kool-Aid. And I mean, they're used to the handout. They're used to this socialistic way. Well, you owe me. I deserve this. They're ruined, right? I mean, they're just, even if they do have a big heart, they fundamentally are ruined, right? That 0 to 5 years old, when you're supposed to be making a young child into the starting stages of a good person, right? When you miss that, or you fill that with socialism, then you can have the best personality in the whole world and want to have a big heart, but you're still a socialist at the core. Then you don't understand what it takes to be a hard worker and excel and do good because you want to do good. And he had another grandkid that, I mean, they're on the other side of the spectrum, right? They worked hard. They have this wherewithal to understand that if you want to get somewhere, you have to do it on your own, right? It's not a one for all for one. And that goes back to this justice center, right? I'm just appalled at how they want to do this justice center. I mean, this is how hard, it's how dysfunctional that the math really is, right? You have a justice center that they've tried to revamp it now. Well, now we're not going to do a jail. It's just a courthouse, so it's only going to cost $18 million. Well, by the time we get done, it's still going to cost $40 million. Pay the interest and staff it and all of the stuff that goes with it, and the overrun cost and the 20% overrun here and all this stuff that happens. But yet they want low income. So that's going to raise, they're proposing to pay for this justice center with a sales tax increase that is going to put us as high as anywhere in the state of Colorado, same as Aspen and Winter Park. But yet they're over here getting ready to break ground on low-income housing. Like, how do you're going to talk about you want You want to be able to make it affordable for families to be here, but yet you want to raise the sales tax up to the highest of anywhere in Colorado? I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, their math is so far off. You can tell that there is no math, right? I don't know exactly what's going on in Bill's head, right? Of why he would want to do the Justice Center, but yet he wants low-income housing. It's completely contradictory. You want to tax the people to the highest tax bracket in all of Colorado, and we're not Aspen, folks. I mean, there's some decently wealthy people around here, but we're dang sure not very wealthy compared to some of the northern counties. And you claim that you want you want affordable housing. You want affordable housing for young families that are coming in, but yet you're going to raise the sales tax to a level that nobody can afford. Like, I mean, your brain has rolled out your ear, Bill. So anyhow, yeah, I mean, I know that anybody that understands what is going on agrees with me. I mean, it's just, but it's just so bewildering to me how they can actually think this way. It's totally bewildering. You know you got to have the votes to get it passed. We've already voted it down 3 times. And your comment is, well, we're just going to keep doing it till you pass it. Like, what part of, we don't want it, we don't need it, we ain't going to pay for it, don't you get? Enough time is going to go by, you're going to get exposed enough, and enough people are going to figure out what you're doing. I'm going to have enough time where I can dig into this. We're going to find an attorney to turn this contract back over. And I mean, it sure looks like a lot of the stuff I'm looking at that Chet Hegseths needs to give Custer County its money back and he can have his property back. We don't need your property, Mike Haga, right? I mean, you already went to jail, and your excuse is that the Financial Times made you do it, right? Whatever that was in 80s, 81 or something, if I was reading that right. Well, the financial pressure made me do it. Well, that's what Bill and Ann are doing. It's the financial pressure that they're under is the only reason they would act so stupid. And that's the only reason that you did what you did. But we're on to you, man. We're not going to put up with it. You're so elusive about the meetings. All the coroner requests don't come up with anything because all the stuff's at Bill's office at his house. I mean, this stuff is, I can't, if we weren't all so busy doing what we're doing, we're going to sue your ass. We're going to sue you to make you come up with the information that belongs to the public. We're not suing you as a person. What we're suing is to get the information that you don't want to divulge. It's the records that belong to me, that belong to the constituents. You are going to give us that information. You will. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. And then, so on to a bigger note, I'm pretty disappointed, folks. As a matter of fact, I'm real disappointed with our president at this point. And I'll tell you why. Because they promised part of their election campaign was that we wouldn't go to war with Iran. That's what they've been saying. That's what J.D. Vance said. That's what Rubio said. That's what they all been saying. That's what Trump said. We're going to figure it out. We don't need to go. Well, so now where are we at? We're neck deep in there. And all kind of bad shit's about to happen. Oh, you want to see gas prices double? Here we go. You want to see everything just go completely haywire because the Strait of Hormuz is closed? That's what we're going to get, folks. So all you people out there that think Israel is the only safe way to the end of the earth, I'm here to tell you that I don't think it is. I don't agree with it, and I won't ever be a part of it. I don't support it. I never have, and I never will. Israel wasn't even, the word Israel didn't even exist as a country before 1948. And here we are. Most of our government officials are paid off by AIPAC. We've already covered this on previous podcasts. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. Susie Wilds, Rubio, all the whole 9 yards, they're all on the take by the Israelis. And when Marco Rubio's standing up there, well, Israel attacked, so we had to. Oh, really? Oh, really? A bad plan, man. And like I said, I'm disappointed personally. Real disappointed. And, I'm going to be a lot more disappointed if the Democrats get a hold of... Democrats take the midterms and impeach Trump. All of this, what we think is America, will be gone. You realize that, right? They will impeach Trump, and it'll just be Biden, Obama, Biden 4.0 coming right at us, right? The globalists are fixing to just tear us up. All of the Paris Accords, climate, all this stuff, they're going to carbon tax, right? That's their whole goal and always has been, is it's eugenics, right? They're going to kill us off so there's hardly any of us left. And that goes back to that, it's that whole thing of good versus evil, and it just so happens that good happens to be Christianity. Right? I've studied this quite a bit. And I'm not looking to call it anything, right? I don't care about the name of what somebody calls something. It doesn't matter to me. The molecules, the ignition, the movement, all of that is what it is. Really disappointed, Trump. Mr. Donald J. Trump, I am extremely disappointed in you, sir. You can't, America first, right? And okay, yeah, so what? Oh, yeah, they're trying to build a bomb. Well, you suckers all got bombs. Well, it's all right if we got a big stick, but you can't have one. That's this whole... I guess I don't really know how to explain what I am or what I think and try to put a name on it, because don't get me wrong, right? I don't want to burn in nuclear fire, right? I don't want some crazy fanatic like the guy that just shot 18 people and killed 3 in Austin, Texas, that's a radical, has a sweatshirt that says property of Allah, right? Blacker than Coley's ass, right? These hardcore Muslim African people, all they know how to do is kill each other. It's all they know how to do, folks, is kill each other. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Just don't do it by me. Go over there and do that over there, wherever you came from. But we got all these bleeding heart liberals saying, no, let's let them into the United States. Yeah, bad plan. Bad plan. So I did a decent amount of, the headline is, what is the beef between Iran and Israel? Well, it boils down to, it's really nothing more than, if you want to talk about racism, that's what it is. They hate each other so much that they're willing to kill each other. And I was doing quite a bit of reading beforehand. So like all the way up to 1979 before, I forget how to pronounce the name, Ayatollah Khamenei or whatever, before he came into power, right? They used to trade. Hell, Iran would sell Israel oil and everything was fine. But once a radical gets in there and he thinks, well, you're no good, and don't get me wrong, right? I'm not supporting either one of them, but I would be upset too if I was somebody that, the way that Israel treats people, the way that they are a bunch of whoremongers, I'd hate America too. No wonder they think we're all infidels. Because we ain't acting right, folks. There ain't no part of that that's right. You can't just go out and kill people because you don't like them. You can, don't get me wrong. Hell, have at it. Have at it, you goddamn carnal sons of bitches. Have at it. Kill us all. Blow us all to frickin' smithereens. Who gives a holy shit? I don't. I know I'm right with my keeper. So blow my ass sky high. Hell, I don't give a shit. Stupid, stupid, stupid shit. No, you can't have a big stick. You're a bad guy. You might try to use it on somebody. We're the only ones that can put the threat on you. Really? That don't make no sense to me. So, this whole thing is such a mess. I can't really point the finger at any one person. All I can, and I've said that many, many times, right? The only explanation that I have for this chaos in this world is the battle of good versus evil, right? It's not any one single person's fault, but I sure was hoping that Trump could do a little better job than what he's doing now. And I don't know how truthful it is, but they're talking about, a lot of the stuff that I'm listening to says that we don't have enough munitions to fight a long-term war. We already gave it all to Ukraine. And I know I've heard some different things. Some people say, well, the stuff we've been given to Ukraine is old and this and that. But it's like, we know something's up because the globalists come in our country and they shut us down, right? We barely make any oil. We barely make any guns. We barely make any electricity, right? They handcuff us down to the point where we ain't really a superpower anymore. Not like we should have been. Ever since Obama, and the Bushes and the whole 9 yards. I only got one real shred of advice, and that's, you better make it right inside, because at any point in time, it could be gone in a flash, folks. It could be gone in a flash. It's sad, actually. There's so many good things for humanity. There's plenty of resources for all of us. There really is. There's so much technology out there that we could all be fine. But it's not going to be that way because mentally we hate each other. And that's the true definition of racism, right? Well, you're racist. No, man, I freaking hate you enough to kill you. I want you dead. So, it's a whole nother ball game of what most people are actually perceiving in their mind. And personally, I don't care about nobody. That's what I keep saying. I don't care. I don't care if the Jews and the Arabs are killing each other. Hell, let them have at it. Kill each other. Hell, I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Just don't come up in here, right? Don't invade my space. Then all of a sudden, then I have something that I care about, right? Then I'm going to defend my space. Otherwise, I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what somebody looks like on the street. I don't know who they are or what they think. And that goes back to what really is freedom. Freedom to me is I do whatever I feel, I do whatever I want all the time. But I work within the bounds of what I think is right. Do I want to hurt somebody else? I don't. So I don't hurt someone else. Could I? Oh yeah. Can definitely hurt people. Easily. There's multiple ways, right? You can hurt their feelings. You can get out of line and run over somebody with your vehicle. And I mean, there's just a lot of ways that you can hurt people. But I do my best to do what I want to do and be a good person without inflicting thievery on someone else, either thievery of energy, thievery of life, thievery, taking something from someone else. There's too much in this world to take anything from anybody, right? And that's back to this socialistic mindset. Like if people thought, if they realized that they're perpetual machines, perpetual energy producers, they would never consider having to steal because they make what they need. But I don't know, folks. It's like I said, I only have one good shred of advice, and that's you better make it right inside your heart because it could be over just pretty darn quick. I mean, you got Kim Jong-un or whatever it is from North Korea saying, shit, we'll give you a couple of these missiles. We'll blow Israel completely off the face of the earth. Gone. Oh, Bibi. You're gone, Bibi. So will the rest of us, pal. Gee, thanks, pal. Frickin' whoremongering son of a bitch. Disappointed, Trump. Pretty disappointed you stepped in the trap with it, buddy. Especially when you told us you wouldn't. You told us we wouldn't go to war with Iran. What's Rubio? Oh, Israel did, so we had to too. Really? Like a third grader? Well, they were doing it, so I had to do it too. Like, man, never did think much of Rubio, and I damn sure don't think much of Susie Wilds. I mean, a lot of the guys that I listened to said, I mean, we're beyond the threshold here. There's no coming back from what's already happened, right? The genie's out of the bottle here. There's no way to repair this. And that's what they wanted, right? They want to kill those people. They both want to kill each other. Hell, Iran and Israel did a lot of business in the 70s until Khomeini, I think that's Ayatollah Khomeini. As soon as he took power in 79, then it was full-on pissing match. And you got Netanyahu. Shit, boy. What a mess. And I did see a thing. Third part of the headline is seeing a thing about Russia's over here. Like, if we were smart, if we actually had a half a brain cell, and the globalists weren't all up in our shit, we would be doing business with Russia. They got trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of rare earth minerals that we need. We could both be in bliss, utopia. And instead, the globalist, Hillary Clinton, it's Russiagate, Russian coercion, or bullshit. Hell, Putin knows that he should be running with Trump. And if it wasn't for the UN sticking their big fat nose in Ukraine, we wouldn't even have a war. It ain't Putin's fault, folks. If you don't have that figured out, you ain't paying attention to global politics very well. geopolitical strategies of shit. And if you don't agree with me, I could care less. Obviously, you don't know what you're talking about. What'd Putin say? Soon as you try to put Ukraine into NATO, we're going to have a problem. What's NATO do? Hell, let's get Ukraine in there. It's been nothing but a huge money laundering pool since 2014 anyhow. But the Trumpster, man, I'm pretty disappointed, my man. Pretty disappointed. And don't get me wrong, do I think that, am I supporting that Israel or that Iran has a nuclear weapons? Well, I'm not, but I mean, are they any better or any worse than Netanyahu? It doesn't seem like it from where I'm sitting. All they want is to kill each other. And so I'm like, let them. But I don't want nothing to do with it. And I don't want nothing with my country to do with it. But now we're right in the middle of it. It's like, boy, it's like when your drunken friend picks a fight with a bunch of bikers that he should have kept his mouth shut, and it's like, oh shit, we got a big problem now. Hopefully we get out of here with our life. Somebody's fixing to get beat to shit here. I don't know, folks. Bad deal. And of course, you know, the most onerous part is it's the plan of some. That's what they planned. That's what they want to happen. It's sad, actually. You know, and the worst part is you have people on both sides. Kill them, kill them. Hell, we're going to die for Israel. I'm not. I am not going to die for Israel, not today, not tomorrow, or the day after, ever. None of my business. Not part of that. Don't want to be part of it and don't care. But yet here I am, I'm directly affected. Just hopefully we don't all go down. Pretty sad. Pretty sad. But, I mean, on the bright side, you know, we got spent all day yesterday getting ready for the caucus and spent most of the day with Taylor today trying to get stuff organized for him and help him the best I can. And you know, some people might think that I'm maybe too close, but that's not the case. I'm just trying to help a friend of mine do a job that I know that needs to be done. And I have faith in him when I'm not there that he will do what he thinks is best, and it's going to be in my best interest as well. That's why we elect people. That's why we elect people to take care of business that we all can't pay attention to. So, I mean, that's like one of the only bright parts of what's going on now. I mean, amongst World War III, right? All I know is y'all folks know to eat iodine, right? Get your iodine and get your thyroid loaded up with iodine so if we do get nuked, that you don't get radiation poisoning, right? I mean, you can survive a while if you don't get burned up right in the fire. If you can keep from getting radiation poisoning, guy stands a chance. But if your thyroid is empty, that radiation goes right in your thyroid, you're done. So potassium, some kind of potassium tablets, or, you know, the deep crystal earth iodine, right? That's what I use. Keep that thyroid filled up. and I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but I mean, look, you have to be real with yourself here. Have to be real. This is a real situation. We have no business over there. Why are all our politicians being paid by political lobbyist groups from Israel? I just, disappointed, Trump. I know you're the man, buddy, but boy, you made a hell of a mistake here, in my opinion, buddy, and I personally don't see how we're supposed to get out of this. Damn sure not unscathed. I mean, we might survive, but disappointing. Wished I had some really good news to tell someone. All I really know is, I mean, the best thing that I have to say is that Taylor Lopresti is looking really good to make an impact in this county. There's some things that need to happen here that obviously the three amigos can't make happen. Lucas, dang it, bud. I can't believe that you followed Ann Barthrop down the damn hole, buddy. Thought you had a little more smarts to you than that. Disappointing. It's disappointing. But whatever. I mean, we all are what we are, and we'll all have to meet our maker at the end of the day. So, I mean, I guess ultimately that's the good thing is that I know that I'm square with the man upstairs. So whatever happens, I don't care, right? I'll be good. I want the best for my kids and grandkids and the people that I love and the little dogs that are running around and the cute little things in this world that make a smile on our face, right? I love all of that, and I hope the best for all of that. But at the end of the day, I mean, what Solomon say? There's nothing new under the sun, right? This has all been done before, and then it'll all be done again. Whatever, right? I mean, they say that this is the epic time in history to be alive, but it is also a trying time, folks. So that's why do the best you can to be the best you are. And get right with yourself, with your family, and with your inner self, right? Call it God, your soul, your heartbeat, whatever you call it. Get right, because we might not have much time left. With that being said, I'm going to cut off this evening. We got a lot of stuff to keep doing, and I appreciate you all. Please come to the caucus. Please support me. I'm running for PCP in District 3. I'm going to do the best I can to do the best I can for you all, right? Because that's what I was here. That's why I'm here, right? If I'm just here by myself, I don't want to be here. I'm here to try to make a good world that we live in. So with that being said, we'll see you next week.